Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet with me, Richard here. Yes, today we are looking at this question. And the question says that calculate the molar mass of each of the compounds below. Okay. And the first compound is here, copper 2 and nitrate. Okay, how do we deal with this? The first aspect is to have the molecular formula of this compound. Okay, it's copper 2 nitrate. You need to know that when you have 2 here, it implies that the combining power or the valence of copper in this compound is 2. So what do we do? You have copper and its valence at 2. And nitrate is a radical, a common radical, and it has valence 1. So what happens here? They exchange, and you have copper, and you have nitrate, and 2, because they are supposed to exchange the combining power. So now that you have the formula, or the molecular formula, what do we do? Then we go ahead and perform the calculation. So it's the molar mass, and the compound is copper nitrate. Yes. Yeah, here we know that the atomic mass of copper is 63.5, okay, plus a nitrogen, which is 14, but is times 2, okay, plus oxygen, which is 16 times 3, but also times 2. What you get out of this is going to be the molar mass of copper 2 nitrate. Yeah. Then we come to this one. It says that calculate the molar mass of ammonium sulfate. And what do we do? Yeah, the first step is to determine its chemical formula. And what's the chemical formula of ammonium sulfate? You have to know that it's made up of ammonium ion and sulfate ion. So in this case, ammonium ion is written like that, NH4, and its valence 1. And sulfate is SO4, and its valence 2. So what do we do? After exchanging the valence, this is what we get. You have ammonium sulfate, but this one takes the 2. So this is the chemical formula of ammonium sulfate. So what do we do after here? Then we can go ahead and calculate the molar mass. So it's going to be the molar mass of ammonium sulfate, giving us, okay, here nitrogen is 14, and 14 times 2, okay, plus hydrogen, which is 1 times 4 times 2, okay, plus sulfur, which is 32, plus oxygen, which is 16, but times 4, giving you, yeah, that is that. The molar mass for ammonium sulfate is 132 grams per mole. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that calculate the number of moles of each of the following samples. And the first one is here, 100.3 grams of barium. Okay. How do we go about that? Okay, the question is looking for the number of moles, which is N, and we are given mass. So in other words, you have to establish a relationship between mass and number of moles. And that relationship is given by this formula. N is equal to mass over molar mass. Okay. So from there, what do we do? We are looking for N. We don't know it. But we know mass. Mass is given as 100.3 grams. And we know molar mass is molar mass of barium. Yeah, so with this information, what do? We substitute. Okay, we are looking for N, we don't know it, but we know mass, which is 103, and we know molar mass of barium, which is 137. Yeah, that is it. So we have this one as the number of moles, 0.732 moles. Yeah, then we come to this one. It says that calculate the number of moles of this 20 grams of copper oxide. Okay, how do we go about this? Okay, you need to know that we are looking for number of moles and we have mass. So here you have to establish the relationship between moles and mass. And that relationship is given by N equals to M over molar mass, where N is wanted. We don't know it. That's the number of moles. But we know mass, and the mass is 20 grams. And we know the molar mass of copper oxide. Okay, copper is 63.5 plus oxygen, which is 16. Yeah, so that's what we have. The molar mass is 79.5 grams per mole. So what do we do with this information? We substitute. We are looking for number of moles, which we don't know, but the mass is known is 20 grams, and the molar mass is 79.5. Yeah, so that is that. So the number of moles is 0.25 moles. Yeah, then we come to this one. It says that calculate the mass of this 2 moles of sodium hydrogen phosphate. And how do you go about this one? You have N, which is equal to moles, and it's 2 moles. Okay, what else do we know? Okay, we are looking for mass. We don't know it. But given the chemical formula of the compound, we can get the molar mass. And it's molar mass of sodium hydrogen phosphate. Okay, sodium is 23, but times 2, plus hydrogen, which is 1, plus phosphorus, which is 31, plus oxygen, which is 16 times 4, giving you. Yeah, then we state the relationship, which is N equals to M over capital M. Here we know the number of moles, which is 2, and the mass is wanted, but the molar mass is 142. Okay, what do we do after here? We cross multiply, and you have M equals to 2 times 142. Yeah, so this is it. 284 grams. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your time. The channel is PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet with me, Richard. Yeah, I would urge you to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. Yes. We appreciate you. Stay in touch. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.